Hi, and welcome to my shop. Today I'm going to work on the Wedgie Sled. It's for cutting segments. It's a different concept than the way I've been doing it with the big sled and the clamps on it. This one uses two fences that are opposite direction to get your wedges. You use a wedgie, that they call it a wedgie, but it's like, so you go on a 15 degree, you cut a 15 degree wedge, so that both sides are 15 degrees, and then you slide it in between, and it sets it up for 15 degrees, and then you just cut one side, and then you flip it to the other side, and you cut the other side. I will show you the sled in a minute here. We will actually go through and cut some stuff, but I'm ready for some parts right now. I didn't have enough knobs to set the thing all up, but I will show you what it looks like somewhat set up and where I need the knobs. So this is the Wedgie Sled. It rides on the groove just like the other one did. It has two knobs here with the grooves and the angle here, and this is the shape where you put the wedge. The wedge goes in here, you lock it down, and you need knobs here to tighten this side so it doesn't jump or anything, but they're on order. So this is as far as I've gotten so far, but I need to make wedges. So today I'm going over to the CNC. I've redesigned my wedges, and I'm going to try cutting them out of another piece of hardboard. So we're going to do that right now. So let me get all set up here and we'll see if we can get this filmed. So right here I have a piece of hardwood that I'm going to cut through on, but I got to have a piece of backer to hold it in place so I don't cut into this. This I have to replace. It's a little pain, kind of a pain in the butt. So I line these up, put the clamp on there, clamp it down. Go over to this one. I got lines on here so that I can keep this square. Let me clamp this corner down. And then the final corner down. Come on, slide. There we go. Make sure it's all tight. Make sure nothing moves. All right, we're gonna move this back over near. And then right. And then down. Turn a flashlight on so I can see where I'm at. And I gotta come over here and make sure we're centered the other way. Okay, that's good. Now, on this thing we have, I don't know if it's in view. Yes, it is. On this thing we have 0, X, Y, and Z. Zero it, click OK. The problem is I want this is X and Y. I need Z centered. So the way we do that is we lift this up, take this little plate right here, and we set that on the deal, and we click that onto there. And then we hit the button that says plate, we go touch it off. Touch it off, you see a red screen here come up. Okay, it says I know the plate's there. Click OK, and we hold this down until it touches off on it, because we want it solidly down there. And then it goes found 3.348, which is close. Click OK. We take the magnet off, we take the plate off, we move it back out of the way. And then we put in our USB drive. Let's click USB. There we go. So we want what we're looking for is one that says Wedgie V-Carve, not profile. It says Wedgie V-Carve 1. And we click next. We go get our hearing protections. Make sure we have a good view of this. I might have to change the angle here. And then we hit use virtual, start. It'll be a little loud and a little dusty. This one. We tighten it down. And we move it away. I'm going to drop it down a ways. Then we're going to put the pressure plate back on so that we can adjust it. So now we're going to go plate, OK, touch it, you get the red light, click OK, hold this thing down again. Pull the magnet, grab the plate, throw it back over here out of the way. Click OK. Now we got to go back to our USB, and we're going for the Reggie profile. Next, do not use zero. Put our hearing protection back on and hit start. Turn the circuit. These are the wedges that I will use to adjust it. I don't know if they work yet. I may have to redo this and make them a little bit bigger. I don't know until I try them. I have to cut them out of this piece first. As you can see, I have left tabs holding them in place so that they won't fall out. When we lift this up, they stay in place. And there are little tags in between each one of them, or it isn't going to matter, to hold them in place. So anyway, I'm going to take this over and I need to cut those apart, sand those tabs off, and we will see how they fit after that. Talk to you later. We're back in the shop again. Today I'm going to test my wedgies that I made for my Wedgie Sled for cutting segments. I do this by cutting some segments and putting them together and see how they turn out. I'm going to film this so you can see it as I test it. I'm going to set the camera up now. I'm going to get my piece of wood that I'm going to cut, which is a piece of black walnut. I got a stop in here already. I need to make it slightly wider than it is right now. I need to make it about 1/8 of an inch longer. This is a magnet. If I tap on it, it will slide over a little bit. And I got a gauge down here with this square. And then we got to set this up so that it's higher than this blade. So we need to raise the blade up just a little bit. And then lock it off. Then we're going to cut off just a sliver of this to make it the angle we need. And then we turn it over. Excuse me. I'm making a 12 segmented turning, so this is my 12 segments. I need to go get a rubber band now. Without sanding them, it'd probably be a little rough. Perfect circle every time. Perfect fit between the segments every time. That is a beautiful fit right there. I did that using this 15-degree 12 segments wedgie. Let me show you how that works. You basically slide that in. You slide it in, and you can see there is no gap over here or over there on either side, telling me that each one of these is at 15 degrees. Whenever I made cuts with the other sled, I would have to use a piece of scrap wood, which I ran out of, and I would have to cut out 12 segments, 24 segments, 16 segments, 8 segments, whatever I was using at the time, and try to fit them together. And if they didn't fit, you had to realize whether the gap was on the back side or the inside, the outside or the inside of the ring. And depending on whether it was on the outside or the inside, you had to micro adjust. You lightly loosened up the knob, and then you would tap it one way or the other to either open up or close the segment's angle to where you got the perfect angle cut. So anyway, with this new sled, I'm going to get perfect ones every time as long as I make my wedgies correct. I have extra rings, and one of them already has the maple glued on. So even though I said very plainly that I am never making another one of these again, I lied. I guess I'm going to have to cut, it took 7 rings for the last one, so I'm going to have to cut 7 more rings, excuse me, 5 more rings, plus the segments to go between, and 2 more maple rings, just so that I can finish a second one made. And that one, I don't know what I will do with yet. Maybe I'll use it for tools. I know, it's pretty nice for tools. Maybe I'll give it to Donna and she can have 2 of those, and I'll take the old oak one, which, by the way, the bottom cracked because of the way I did the bottom. I knew it was a possibility because of wood movement. I made a segmented bottom for it. I'm never doing that again. That was a mistake. You can do it, but you can't do it the way I did it because the wood movement, humidity, everything makes it just not work right. Anyway, this video is getting really long right now for just making a wedgie sled, so I'm going to cut it off here. If you like this video and you like to see more of this where I make jigs and other objects, please feel free to leave a comment. Also, if you like my videos, subscribe and click the notification bell, because when you click the notification bell, you get notification when a new video comes out, which I'm trying to do one every week. I'm not going to say that it's going to stay that way, but at this point in time, that's what we're trying to shoot for. Anyway, thanks for watching.